Hey guys, this is Legend of Tingles here in my closet because this is the only space I could find quiet enough to do any recording today due to, just roommates and noisy cars. But today, hopefully, people will like this kind of video. I'm not sure how people feel about vaping, but I'm assuming if you're looking at this video, you like it, or at least know enough about it that it's not as harmful as other smoking products. So today I'd like to show you my vape and my assortment of e-juices and accessories I have. So let's just get right into it. So my daily driver is the X Pro M80 Plus by Smok. Right now I'm vaping on focus. It doesn't want to. Okay. Well, I'm vaping on 50 watts. I have my tank is a Arctic Horizon. I think it's like one of the best sub-ohms on the market right now, besides the rebuildable ones that can also be I think they're called RTAs, rebuildable tank atomizers. Those are just a little too complicated for my novice vaping needs. But I have Arctic Horizon now. This did not come with it. I'll show you. This is a gold tugboat drip tip. There you go. It's a gold tugboat drip tip. It says 1837, and it just has a picture of a tugboat. Let me see if I can actually get this to focus for you guys. It didn't, but just take my word for it. I also hope this is loud enough. I'm a little bit away from my recording device, which just happens to be my phone, because I don't have a portable camera. So I can't use my Blue Yeti that you guys have seen in other videos. But let's get right into it. I'm sure you guys want to hear some vaping noises. I'm vaping on 50 watts. I've got a 0.2 ohm coil in there. And let's see how she vapes. So 50 watts is actually quite a lot for how much I just pulled right there. This, as you can tell in the title, by the name of the mod, the X Pro M80, it only goes up to 80 watts. Now that's fine, considering the coils I have now recommend not to go past 80. So I'm gonna crank it up to 80 real quick just to show you what she can do and the sizzly sounds. So maybe after I'll put it up to the phone and let you just ASMR with the burning oil. Alright, let's get started. Wow, it's like a vape blanket. This one's. Alright, we're gonna turn that down. That's a little too much for me. But now I'm gonna talk about my juices that I own right now, or that I like to vape on while I vape on this. So if you have a vape, feel free to vape with me. Now, as you see in the title, one of the points is making your own e-juice. Now, this bottle is vegetable glycerin, which is a key ingredient in making your own vape juice. And what I do to save time is I use this, and I just pour the propionate glycol and the flavoring into this. So this is 120 mils, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 120 mils. So this is about 4 of these. These are 30 ml bottles, and you can tell if you're new to vaping and you don't really know what the sizes are. The sizes will always be on the bottom here. So camera's over here. It says 30 ml, stands for 30 milliliter. Now in here right now I have strawberry banana smoothie, which I made myself. I like it a lot. And a tip for you guys in case you just started making your own to save, first of all, it saves a lot of money, but if you get your flavoring, make sure one of the key ingredients is propionate glycol. And also, some flavoring does have alcohol in it. It'll tell you the percent of alcohol. And obviously, the lower the better. The highest I've seen is like 60%, which I would never touch. It just takes too much work to get that out because you'd never want to be smoking alcohol. I mean, you technically can, but it's not good for you. You're doing this to either stop smoking or just because you like to smoke and you don't want to be damaging yourself while you're doing this. So, what you have to do is you have to boil out the alcohol. Now, I don't mean to pour your juice into a pan and boil out the alcohol. I mean just get maybe a candle warmer and get a measuring cup, put some hot water in there, like from your sink, put it on the candle warmer, and then just kind of let this sit in there for a day or two, and then the alcohol should be all gone, so it's safe to vape after that. Let's talk about what's in here. This is strawberry limeade that I made. And I say that because this has nicotine in it. And now nicotine by itself, to make your own vape juice, is fairly expensive, so you're almost not saving money. So what I like to do is I like to go to vape shops and see what kind of deals they have. And so I went yesterday, and they had two 10 milliliter bottles for $5. And I'll do that all day long. Especially because I got passion. I keep thinking the camera's on this side, I'm sorry. Passion fruit and lime. So, and what I do is I get the highest milligram nicotine I can find. So the lime is 12 milligrams, and the passion fruit is 18. And what this allows me to do is to barely use any e-juice. But what I do is I pour a majority of this in, and then maybe 5 or 6 drops of this, and I've got like 2 or 3 milligrams of nicotine throughout the entire bottle, and that's fine for me. I don't need to be extremely buzzed all day long, or I'm not trying to quit cigarettes, so I don't need that really intense buzz to, make up for the lack of tobacco in my life. Excuse me. I should keep vaping, that's what this video is about. Anytime you try to record and do some fancy tricks, you just never can. Ridge nails are pretty on point though. Actually, before I show you, I dropped it. Before I show you my next e-juice creation, I'm just gonna kind of pull this up to the camera and just kind of let it sizzle. See if that triggers anybody's ASMR. So. Let me know what you think of that. More or less. I don't know until you guys tell me. Also, a lot of you guys are leaving really nice comments on my videos and a lot of constructive criticism. I really do appreciate that, so keep it up. It's like a vape. I didn't even inhale. It's like a vape tornado. But the last bit of vape juice I have is this. Now this is passion fruit mixed with the strawberry banana. And now if you guys are wondering, how I get these, I don't buy them in bulk or like make my own and distribute them. I mean, sometimes my friends ask me for some because I make it so cheap. But for the most part, what I do is that, like if I have one of these bottles and I finish it, I'll just clean it out with water and open it up. easy to do that. So just take off the top, and you have this little stopper, and everyone thinks it's like all one piece, but it's not. So usually it's really hard to get off with your fingers, so what I do is the little tip, I just bite onto it, just pull on, and it comes out really easy. I'm really trying not to make the e-juice splash everywhere, so. So you've got the stopper, and now you have an open bottle in which you can pour it into and do with what you want, and then you can just press back down and you hear it click, and then shake it up and mix all the e-juice together. So I'm going to vape a little more. Maybe do a few tricks or something just to fulfill this ASMR video. It's probably my longest running ASMR video. So that was a good one. That's called a ghost, by the way. Now what's in my tank right now actually is where is it? It's this stuff. I just refilled it, so let me show you to take apart my tank. This is a bottom fill, and I'll show you my coil too, might as well. So what you do is you have to hold it upside down, or else all the e-juice will spill out, and you just twist it on. See, there's your e-juice, so I'm going to put this down, and hopefully it doesn't fall over. I'm going to put this up here, actually. We're good. I'm going to take out this coil and show you what kind of coil I have. I wish I had a towel in here. Goodness me, I should have come prepared. Wiping it on my boxers it is. Okay. Well, I'm not going to take out the coil because it's being stubborn, but you have to replace these once every 3 weeks, and you can just buy a pack online for like $12 to a pack of 5. It's really convenient. I'm pretty sure these are titanium coils. They're bottom turbine coils. It says right here. Estimate anywhere between 30 to 80 watts is safe. So once you have this and you just squeeze all your juice in it, you can see the fill holes right there. 2 on each side, or 1 on each side. You just take it, flip it back upside down, just screw it back on, not too tight. Sometimes a little bit of oil leaks on the side, but that's okay. And you're good to vape now. And how I do my O's is a little different than everybody else. Everyone will suggest doing a light cough to do your O's, and then other people will suggest just using your tongue, like keeping it all in your mouth and just using your tongue. But I do a combination of both. I feel like it really makes it have distance, but I'm no pro, the vapor, or whatever you want to call it. Obviously, I'm not a pro vapor. I can't do any fancy, cool tricks except the 3 I've done in this video, pretty much. So this video is coming up on 15 minutes. I think I'm going to end it shortly, but I'm just going to vape a little bit more for you guys. And really, let me know what you thought about this video. I doubt really any of you have watched it to the end, but if you did, leave a comment letting me know. I appreciate it. 50 watts is really my sweet spot, I've noticed. always tell which nose is more congested because when you breathe out, one's going to be going slow and one's going to be going fast. I'll show you. So my left one is pretty congested right now. Alright guys, it's getting pretty smoky in here. I really appreciate you watching my videos. And have a good one, guys. One last video.